Welcome back to Cheddar's Opening Bell. I'm very excited for this next segment. Restaurants around the country beginning to open their patios to diners, and here in New York City, the streets are lined with tables and chairs. And joining us now is Chef Daniel Boulud, a Michelin-Starred James Beard Winner. Danielle, it's great to have you with us this morning.
Thank you. It's good with you
Yes, this week opening the doors to the Upper East Side restaurant Danielle for the first time since closing because of COVID-19. Opening day Wednesday. How did it go?
Well, it went very well, and it was very exciting. And I think, we have been waiting for a moment to reopen publicly the restaurant, because we have been doing the takeout business with Daniel Boulud Kitchen for quite a while now, and so people could definitely get wonderful cuisine, I would say, at home. But here to be able to have guests on the terrace, I think it was overwhelmingly welcome.
I'm sure it was a very welcome experience for you as well to be able to reopen. For people who don't live in New York City or aren't familiar with the restaurant, it is a high-end French restaurant here in New York City. How are you making this experiential, Danielle, for people who do want to still have that dining experience in a changed world?
Well, I spent my entire life, making sure that we really give a sense of hospitality and service, and a sense of pampering to our guests, which are the hallmark of fine dining, maybe. But also, I have a lot of other restaurants. I have Café Boulud, Bar Boulud, DB Bistro, even Épicerie Boulud, where for us service is primordial for our business, but also the cuisine. And so here we have downscale restaurant. No, I have not downscale restaurant Daniel. Daniel is not open yet. It's only Daniel Boulud Kitchen who is open. So in a way, it's give me the chance to play with the season and play with some classic bistro dish and some other dishes. So it's more affordable, it's more casual, and it's more what I want now.
Okay, Danielle, how do people get a reservation? What's the average ticket price? I'm sure a lot of people are watching, trying to plan out their weekend and maybe thinking that this is an option.
Well, normally it's no reservation, but the same day we can guarantee reservation at 5 o'clock and 5:30, because we know the table is available. But after that, it will be first come, first serve.
In terms of the menu, has it changed at all? What are some of the changes that customers might realize or have to get accustomed to if they decide to dine?
Well, the menu is a little bit more limited, but still very much in feeling with the season right now. We have an amazing burger. I was the chef who created the gourmet burger 22 years ago, and with the DB burger. And while we're not doing the DB burger here, we're doing the Frenchie, where it's quite delicious. And I'm very proud of this burger because I love it. And I think we care about the ingredients we use, the suppliers we have, the farmer we bring in back, and all that. I think it's so important. And, it don't matter if it's a chilled corn soup, a burger, or a striped bass. We make sure that we find impeccable ingredients and that we make it with good skill here. The chefs are very dedicated to make sure that it's delicious, and it's something where it fits with the season and the time as well.
The Frenchie sounds perfect for a summer night, Danielle. In terms of social distancing, how are you able to contain that for the diners themselves? And then inside your kitchen, has that been challenging at all?
Of course, it's a challenge, but we're very, very vigilant. I mean, we take temperature coming in for all the staff. We make sure that we know their whereabouts, and we also have everybody tested on a regular basis, just to make sure that we stay on top of it. And then after, we have a very rigorous guideline about mask, about gloves, about tissue, disinfectant tissue everywhere. And for the guests, it's the same. We have, of course, we make sure that we have give the guests access to anything when they come in, and we ask that they wear their mask if they're not eating, and that they should be careful for themselves, but also for our staff and for, in general, respect the the new rules.
Okay, so the infamous Daniel restaurant, not yet opened here in New York City. When do you anticipate it'll open?
That we don't know yet, but it could be mid to late summer, meaning like certainly in August and certainly late August maybe. But even if I reopen Daniel, I may want to do something. I'm working on the idea of creating something very different for a while, just a transitional sort of experience and something we're gonna take people away from what they know of Daniel, and of course something maybe a little bit more casual, and we will see then after that we will transition to what Daniel stands for.
Okay, well, when it opens, Danielle, you got to come back and explain what this transitional piece looks like and when our consumers and viewers can actually take advantage of it.
Keep you posted. But we have been doing a lot of good things also. We had a foundation created with Food First Foundation with the CEO of SL Green, Mark Holiday, and he wanted, as a landlord, he wanted his tenant to reopen their kitchen. And because we're a new partner in a new project at One Vanderbilt in Midtown on 42nd and One Vanderbilt, where there's going to be a new building and a new restaurant for me there in the early 2021. He wanted to do that, and he founded this foundation, and we are passing the 200,000 meal gifted to New York at City Meal on Wheels, at World Central Kitchen, at Bowery Mission, and many food pantry, food shelter, hospitals, and all that. So I'm very proud of what we have been able to do together, but I'm very proud of what Mark Holiday, as a landlord, has been able to do to reactivate the space of his tenant. It's very rare that the landlord give you money to do something. Usually it takes money for you to do something. So it has been very rewarding. And of course, we have reopened Bar Boulud on the west side. We have a very large terrace. And that's also social distancing is well respected and worked very, very well.
All right.
Very
I'm gonna try to hit some of these spots over the weekend. Danielle, so good to have you with us. Thank you for your time. That's Chef Daniel Boulud, a Michelin-Starred James Beard winner with restaurants now open in New York City.